3-1 is nothing short of impressive. But again, both teams still early on in the season, still have a lot to learn from each other. But you can see it based on the stage, based on the fly-through. We're getting into the mix nice and early, Jay.
And this is going to be scary for me. This is scary for me for the Thieves because they're 4-0 so far in hardpoint, but they have only one Gavutsu and Tuscan. So now, with Kenny running that third sub, he's going to be the player that I'm looking to watch in this one.
I think it's fair to say you're looking out for somebody like Kenny. Also, from the Ultra side, it cannot be understated. The desk hit on it perfectly. Kleenex, 186 engagements in just 4 maps.
And that's going to be the Thieves breaking in. They just have to get a couple kills here, but that's going to be Kleenex finding 3 in the feed on a 5-spree.
The Engagement King already showing us why he deserves that title. Now make it 6 in a row, clearing out Kitchen, clearing out Tools, the house. Doing everything he can to try to send this franchise, to send this organization to a final. Draza, meanwhile, sitting on the flank. And you notice, trying to play this one carefully. House, it can be a very chaotic hill, trying to make their way around the flank, but Ultra doing a great job at least taking them out from the back and then applying the forces toward the front as Cammy now sits on 3 in a row. That's a full wipe of LAT.
Right now, Thieves are finally going to break that 200-point mark, getting closer and closer to the finish line.
Inching ever closer. If you're Ultra, you've got to break in. You cannot afford for this time to go the opposite way. And how about the teamwork out of LAT? We put question marks on a map like Bocage, and they're showing us and showing everybody why the doubts should not have existed in the first place. Final few seconds, still contested for Ultra. As Octane finds a lane again, you just want to get some time. You want to try to exploit any opportunity that you can. Inching ever closer, now 9 seconds away.
241 to 143, 40 seconds remaining on this P1 hardpoint. Here comes Draza in the point. Gonna be able to at least get a couple seconds. But the big picture is you do not want to flip these spawns. You can still win it here, as it's gonna be 3 dead. They get on the hill. Inside gonna be the last player at gate, 248, and that is gonna be the Thieves walking away with the first hardpoint. Wasn't expected because they've won Gavutsu. This is gonna be a good one. Obviously, I'm expecting Octane to snipe that cross, keep it consistent to allow your teammates to get that information of how many players are going towards A. Let's see the early pressure coming in from the Thieves at that B bomb. Vance is gonna be that player that's pushing through low docks.
They've got to be thinking a player from Ultra has to be around this dock side. It would just be someone uncommon if that was the case. Kenny's able to read him, and now it's all on the Kleenex in the 1 versus 2. Bomb is going to be planted. And we'll see what Toby can provide us with. A clutch here would be huge.
But they have a crossfire set up. Octane's watching the flank, Kenny's watching his flank. Octane's going to be able to set that up. Just a beautiful setup from the Thieves right there.
As Envoy falls, then the 1 versus 3, all on to the Alaskan Assassin. On the objective, is able to take down Bance. 1v2, 20 seconds left. They do have some visuals inside of the train station.
Octane lines it up, able to hit the shot on the insight. Forces it to a 3v3. Envoy, he's making a play. He's making a play through low dots. He's able to take down the first. There's another player in sight. Unfortunately, that's going to be Cammy with the beatdown. Forces it to be a 2v2. Kleenex finds Kenny as well. So now it's all on Octane with the sniper.
Sam LaRue, don't do it! They're going for the defuse. They throw down the smoke, and the defuse will be successful. How about the Ultra?
30 seconds left. Draza's trying to make him work for this. Draza's trying to make him work.
How about the plays from Draza? 20 seconds. Does he think he's going to be here? He checks it!
You're going to see Draza putting down shots, so at least one player into the middle. But Band's able to open up that first spot on the Octane with that MP40. Great shots across the map. But just pay attention to the mini-map. Envoy makes his way through fire. He's going to take the long way around street. The ball up, pressure's coming in from Toronto towards the middle of the map. Vance takes out the second, so now it's going to be a 4v2. Envoy might not even pack this round right here.
Kenny has got to find a pick. He's got to provide some support. A nice play from Cammy, at least to stay alive. Finds the kill as well, and by the time that Envoy's finally arrived at the party, all of his friends have gone home. So now it's somewhat of an awkward situation where you're thinking, do I stay, do I leave? And the door slammed right in his face. Doesn't matter. Much like we talked about, players similar to Envoy, always on the flank, always being pesky inside of your base, as that's 2 dropped early from the Thieves. And it's going to be up to Octane and Envoy to try to send us as far as they can. And it's all on to the Dark Prince. What can he provide us with? Can he send us to another round, a 1v3? Sees Vance with the diffuser, somebody right to his side. Can he find the second? No, not gonna be the case. Toronto responding after dropping this map yesterday versus the Mutineers. Come back and have polished their setups. 6-3 here on Berlin. It now puts the LA Thieves right with their backs against the wall. They've yet to win at Control, so far 0-2. What, I believe they lost that Tuscan Control versus Optic yesterday, 3-1, and they lose versus Paris in a round 5 on Gabutu. So they've had experience on both, haven't seen a whole lot of success times being on this map, rather in this mode. The other 3 players, Jay, 0.87 or lower. They're gonna need some more team consistency here out of LAT.
And off the rip, that's gonna be inside finding 2. LA Thieves responding with 2 of their own. This is just great early pressure from the Ultra to not give up A point early. Yesterday we saw Optic, they were able to take B for the very first time that we've seen all year long. Advance, hitting down shots, that's gonna be 2. Trying to go for the 3rd, but Insight trades with the nade.
Thieves on the attack as Octane will start things off in this team fight with the pistol kill. Whoops it out versus Kleenex, and now Bance sitting in somewhat of a power position as we rock to a stalemate. Both teams looking for the pick, and they'll both get their wish.
They're trying to attack through plat right now if you're the Thieves. And that's going to be an easy 2-piece coming in from Envoy. Kenny finds the 3rd. Nice, these players starting to push up. You see Envoy pushing through back alley. He's eventually going to get taken down, but now this allows your teammates to stay pushed up, stay slaying. But Bance is going to answer with 2 of his own to shut down that push from the Thieves.
Obviously, he sets his teammates up for squad spawn, so the life was not all for naught. Cammy's able to rip one apart. That's overall the trade that favors Toronto. And with that, Octane, he gets beamed as well. Nice shots coming through from the Cam, man. Thieves now sit on 0 respawns, 4 total lives left, and time's going to run on out. Solid plays from Toronto, if you're Toronto. But that nice shot from range comes in from Octane and allows for things to settle, but once more, Bance, he sneaks through the setup. This could be horrible for the Thieves. They're thankfully able to rebound it off of a 2-piece from Draza. All is well for the time, 5-8. Rip. Trades back and forth, but that's a big kill coming in from Kleenex. 10 seconds left. Somebody has got to get on the point. They've got to make some noise, and they've got to stop this clock from moving as Envoy's able to find another one, trying to cut down these players inside of the patio, and it will be successful.
Draza trying to finesse his way through the back. He knows that this one player in the back is going to be inside. The great movement coming in from Draza. Blasted assassin, able to find 2. And then Octane from the back, able to take down the 3rd. Now you see Bance still sitting at plat. They're picking up every single kill. Bance has to try to be the playmaker here for the Ultra.
He's just trying to stay alive. I don't know that he's there. He's still up, but Draza now finding himself on 8 in a row. Bance gotta play corners, but also at the same time trying to gain some map presence. There goes Kleenex. He gets wiped away. Bance, meanwhile, was at least able to drop 1, but it's a 3 versus 17. Draza is 27 and 15. A 3 spree right now for the Alaskan Assassin. The Frigid Freak, whatever you like to call him. He's cold-blooded. And he's showing him what it's like to live in this kind of climate. It's now a 4 versus 8. Ultra cannot afford to lose another member as Cammy drops. Octane's pulled out the SMG. There goes Kleenex. All on to Bance and Insight. There goes one more. It's all up to Insight by himself, and he'll get picked apart too. LA Thieves up 2-1. But Toronto Ultra, a group of guys who know each other well. They've been in this position many times. And we'll see how they can look to rebound. But Jay, it's undoubtedly the focus is going to be on Toby. It's going to be on the Great Dane Kleenex to try and slow down this SMG pressure and send us to a game 5.
To take down Insight. That's going to be a 5-3 for Octane. Just keep in mind, spawns are still coming in for the Thieves from the back, but now all-out pressure from Ultra coming in from plat side.
Playing ring around the rosy, knows somebody has to be back here, but how about Envoy from the skies, as that'll be 2 for him, making a 3rd one in stride. Excellent plays from the Dark Prince, and you already see he's thinking about spawns, he's thinking about next, trying to provide some extra support with his teammates, and they've read Toronto are still spawning at church. A huge push, as you see, they're putting so much focus to the middle side of the map. They cannot afford to lose spawns. Trying to focus on so many things at once is Bance getting some shots onto one, Insight holding a corner. That's going to be 3 down off the rip for Thieves. And based off of that score, down by 50 points, Toronto are gonna have to hold this one. They cannot afford to lose. And this is gonna put Toronto pretty much at a tie game if they hold every single second left. Thieves can still win it here, but Cammy is trying to prevent it the best way that he can, as that'll be 4 in a row for him. It's gonna be a race. It's gonna be a race now over toward P1. We've got ourselves a neck-and-neck game, and Bance, he gets picked apart. Great teamwork already from the LA Thieves. 5 more points from the LA Thieves. Can they lock it up here? Toronto, can they get to the hill in time? They jump in at just the right time possible. It's a 7-point game. Kenny trying to stay alive. Toronto, they're staying up. They're staying up. Cammy, he'll win the final fight in the hill. But he doesn't want to try to give up any map control. He has to push forward. Will we see a game 5? It's tied. It's a 2-point game. LAT look to break on through, but Ultra will hold.
That we get to see Bocage S&D between 2 phenomenal teams. I don't know how this one's gonna go, but usually the way you want to play this map, it's all about the A push. We're gonna have Toronto Ultra on the offense.
2 for 2 in terms of kills as LA Thieves look to group up with numbers. But that's when Toby is there as well. The Great Dane from the top side. Cammy can look to exploit things. Nearly has Kenny turn on him, but stays alive. A 1 versus 1. Kleenex
Spots him.
versus Drossa, but Drossa, he's the player with the smoke. He tosses it out, and now it's time for the pistol. And Drossa, right at the call, is able to find the first, but quickly gets traded out. It's on to Kleenex, as he'll be responsible for 2 of his own. Kenny and Octane down a man, but we'll finally see the plant go on through the smoke just to cover. Cammy in a great position toward the top. Kenny ends up getting taken down on the bomb site, and Cammy having himself a start to this Bocage.
Kleenex is gonna be here. He's gonna get stunned. Spots the first, able to take down Drossa, earns that strafing run. But now Kenny with the trade. It's time to get out with your life. You want to play for this glide bomber for Kleenex.
Ends up getting traded, but overall ends that objective, and Octane pistol out also gets found. Riding his signature here on this round number 6, but Cammy able to take him down. Nearly has the shots onto Kenny as well. Up to Insight. Now in the 1 versus 2. Looking through the windows, and Kenny most likely hears this.
And that's gonna be the Thieves.
And showing it early on here in Vanguard as here we go. 4-4 Thieves. Now bring it toward a tie game. And Toronto not messing around. They'll plant this one down nice and early, but here comes Envoy again. Bomb does get planted, and Envoy wins another. Nearly finds the 3rd, but his presence is felt without a doubt. Now, Ultra, they'll come around the corner. Cammy's there to read him. Can't find the other. As that'll be Canny to pick him off. Now up to Insight. A 1 versus 2. Now make it a 1v1. Insight, the #1 player in KD last year in Search and Destroy, but it's a different title, Kenny says. 12 seconds left. He'll hop on it. Insight.
He's gotta go.
Is he gonna come here in time? He knows he has to be on the defuse. Can he get here around the corner? Can he find it? And he does! Insight makes the clutch. On the flank. Kleenex, he doesn't spot him, but he's got some teammate support. In fact, he does. I thought for a moment that Toby didn't even see him, but he does. A 2 versus 4. Kenny and Octane. Longtime friends. And now in the biggest of situations, Kleenex from range. As now it's all gonna be on to Octane, and he falls as well. Toronto will hold on.